everyone, it's Laurie with Stand Up with Laurie. Thank you so much for joining us today. Today I am sitting here with Jose Leon, owner of Leon Law. Jose, thank you so much for being on Stand Up with Laurie. It's a pleasure having you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Jose, let's start off by getting to know a little bit about you.
Absolutely. So I was born in Sinaloa and came to the U.S. When I was a little boy. Did K through 12 in Nogales, Arizona, so got a chance to speak English and Spanish growing up, and then made my way to Phoenix in '98 to come up to Arizona State, and then after that went to law school at Phoenix Law.
So you mentioned you went to school in Mexico. Could you share with us a little bit of your experience?
So the time that I spent there was short, but sweet from the perspective of getting a chance to see the differences in the school systems. Once I got to Nogales, Arizona, it was a big difference in the way that they formulated a program, and it gave me a good understanding of how beneficial it is to be here.
So you felt very privileged to be able to come to America and also continue your education here.
And that was a big part of, I think, what ended up being the thing that brought our parents and me up to the U.S. And getting a chance to experience that was great, but also, there was a fear factor to it. So there's a lot there for somebody that's coming to this country.
Jose, let's talk a little bit about your family.
So I'm married with 2 kids. Been married almost 15 years here in October, and have 2 little ones, a 9-year-old girl and a 6-year-old boy.
Wow, your kids are growing up fast. I remember when you had your first. Time flies.
I know, time does fly, and it's exciting to see them grow up and start creating their own personality. So,
Jose, I know I met you years back, and you've had so much go on in your life and the last 5 years. Talk to us about your practice and why you chose to start your own practice.
So the reason I wanted to start my own practice was so that I could give the the flavor of who I am to the community. Coming from another country and then understanding that there are a lot of things that we don't know about the world gave me I think a focus to then show the community how we can get through a problem like a car accident in a seamless manner with somebody that speaks their language.
So in your practice, do you only focus on personal injury?
Yes, so all I do is car accidents within the personal injury realm, and there are some construction injury cases that come in and go through the practice as well.
Can you share with us maybe an experience that you've had with one of your clients that you will hold on to forever?
So one of the things that I think I remember clearly is when I helped out a husband in a car accident matter that was a situation where I wasn't going to be able to make much of it, but I knew that it was important for me to be able to help this person through it, and we got through it. It was a difficult case, and the person was very grateful because of the fact that a lot of other attorneys were not really helping him out because of the simplicity of it from the perspective of the lawyer. And I think that created a relationship that has moved on really since then. And I want to say that was 9 years ago. And this particular person calls me for other issues, and I'm able to connect them with other lawyers in the event that he needs a legal issue handled.
So how has that experience helped you? A lot of times our clients learn so much, from their attorney, from anyone that could give them legal advice. But could you tell us what you have learned from your client, maybe in this incident?
Yeah, so in this situation, I felt like being able to provide that person the human element of it. A lot of times as an attorney, you think of the claim as a transaction. And what we like to do is make sure that we put ourselves in the shoes of the client, look at the issue that they're dealing with, and try to give them a comprehensive look of resources and even a pathway that's going to be seamless for them. And I think they see that we have compassion and that we care about their issue as a whole, from the person that answers the phone all the way to me as the attorney.
So I know customer service is huge in your firm, and you just mentioned your staff. So let's talk a little bit about your staff and what they contribute to your law firm.
So my staff is really the engine to what I do. If it weren't for my staff, I wouldn't be able to handle the issues as comprehensively as I need to for my clients. And it starts by their ability to listen to the client's issues and identify the things that we need to ferret out. And before I even get to the case, and the nice thing is that by the time that the clients get to me, I have everything ready to go because of their help, and it makes it seamless and efficient from the perspective of the client, which is the most important thing for us.
Jose, could you please tell us what you feel sets your firm apart from others?
I think I've covered a little bit about what I think sets us apart, but the most important thing that is key in our culture is the customer service element, the connection that we like to have with our client, the importance of being able to identify specifically what they are dealing with and how we can help them get through it. Because even though every situation that's coming to my office is a car accident, every single case has a different element that is a struggle for that particular client. And my staff and I like to focus on that issue and make sure that they're happy at the end of the day.
Jose, could you please tell me, how is that Jose different today from when you first started practicing personal injury?
So when I started practicing, of course, I was a deer in the headlights from the perspective of not knowing essentially what it took to be a lawyer and what it took to be able to help people in a car accident claim. But the nice thing of starting at a large practice is that you get a chance to be able to look at a lot of fact patterns and help a lot of people through their issues, and then identify what things are great about that environment, and then fix the ones that you think that need to be fixed so that they fit your personality. So one of the things that I learned along the way was that the beginning of the case is extremely important for you to be able to be successful during the negotiation, and in the event that you have to go to trial, during that trial process. So being able to ask the right questions at the beginning of the case, preparing the evidence in the right way, and then being able to use that evidence at the right time, and then leverage the rules that are available to you here in the state of Arizona to be able to get the most out of a case.
Do you feel all that knowledge you obtained has helped you be better prepared to represent your clients now?
I do think so. A lot of times we think as the practice of law being a transaction, and that the rules and the forms can get us through it. But in a lot of instances, you identify a different need that the client may have, and you try to navigate the waters to be able to get to that end game, because not everybody is looking for the same thing out of a case.
Jose, let's talk a little bit about your heart for serving our community.
So I currently sit on a couple boards actively. The Scottsdale Charles is a community group that focuses on raising money for kids in Scottsdale through spring training baseball. We host the San Francisco Giants during the spring, of course, at Scottsdale Stadium. And then I also sit on a board, Boys Hope, Girls Hope, and they focus on being able to bring in kids that are very intelligent, just do not have the means, and put them into private schooling and give them a full ride, like Brophy, Xavier, St. Mary's, places like those, institutions like those that are private and have a barrier sometimes for our community. And in the event that they have a toxic environment at home or do not have the resources at home, we're able to place them in a home to be able to focus their attention on schooling and not any exterior issues that they have. So that's essentially my main contribution right now to the community.
And I bet that's a great feeling of satisfaction, giving back to the community in that way. So thank you so much for that.
Absolutely.
Jose, is there anything else you would like our viewers to know about Leon Law?
I think that Leon Law is a place that you can come and rest easy once you're done with the first phone call even. A lot of times when people call our office, they come frustrated or fearful of the process. Sometimes they don't realize that not having insurance is not a barrier. We can find them a way to get through the process seamlessly, get the attention that they need so that they can get healthy and get on with their life, because a lot of times this is a situation where it is completely stopping their ability to move on and be happy, and we're there to be able to get them through the process efficiently. So
please let our viewers know where they could find Leon Law.
So they can find us on the internet at leonlawpllc.com, or give us a call at 480-269-1083, and we will be more than happy to help them through and give them peace of mind from the first phone call on.
Jose, thank you so much for your time. And I hope you guys enjoyed this information, and we will see you next time. Thank you.